Verse 10. So he arose and went to Zarephath, and when he came to the gate of the city, behold, the widow woman was there gathering of sticks. And he called to her and said, fetch me, I pray thee, a little water in a vessel that I may drink. Now, think about this. It's a famine. Now, Elijah, although he was the man of God, it was a part that he had to play in here. Because listen, he don't know, it was 850 men that he was getting ready to deal with. And you notice these steps. As he obeyed, things increased. Things increased. As he obeyed, things increased. And every Christian, this is a place where we're going to have to go. We're going to have to go here. We're going to have to take our emotions here. We're going to have to take our attitudes here. We're going to have to take our life to Zarephath and say, okay, God, you got to burn this off of me. You got to melt this thing. And when we begin to melt it, you begin to mend me together. You begin to mold me together just like you. Jesus made a statement. He said, listen, I and the Father are one. We one. Numero uno. Numero uno. He said we're one. We are omni, which is one. I got it right, didn't I? Right. Numero uno. Hallelujah. Fetch me, I pray thee, a little drink of water in a vessel, that I may drink. And as she was going to fetch it, he called to her and said, bring me, I pray thee, a morsel of bread in thy hand. Now, I've heard this talk, which I don't have a problem with this in the text, talking about how the widow woman got blessed when she blessed the man of God, which is all in here also. But it's all predicated on obedience. It's on obedience. Because I look at these steps, how he came out of 17 and then 18th chapter, he didn't even know he's getting ready to face 850 prophets. And he gonna laugh at them. Now think about what God has been telling you. And he said, the reason why I want to get you here, because there's bigger things that you're gonna have to face. And I want to deal with you right here, because you're going to come up against those bigger giants. You're going to come up more. I think that he just if God be for us, who can be against us? The Bible say that the enemy come in one way, he'll flee seven.
Amen.
So we're looking at this, a famine in the land. And this, listen what this lady said. She said, in verse 12, and she said, as the Lord thy God liveth, I have not a cake, but a handful of meal. Now you got to remember, this when Elijah had been coming through this town, and she built him a loft. He was staying in a loft in her place. She told her, listen, this man come, we got to build this dude a loft. So he had him a little apartment that when he be coming through, he can kick back. So God already had a plan for her, because listen, she had already set herself in a position to get blessed by God by putting up the man of God. So God said, go on down there to that widow, because I got a plan for her. Listen to this now. And I want you to know, I don't care whatever you're going through, he's going to sustain you. He's going to keep you. And a lot of times, it'd be a time that we don't even obey God. That's where his grace kick in. His mercy and help us out.
Sure do. Sure do.
But he wanted to be on the willful obedience thing. Verse 2, and she said, as the Lord thy God liveth, I have not a cake, but a handful of meal in a barrel, and a little oil in a cruse. And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks, that I may go in and dress it for me and my son, that we may eat it and die.